What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Recently divorced Tia Mowry is trending online for tweeting this recently. She said, "I know love will find me again." So some of you may be wondering, why is this significant? Well, most of you guys probably already know that she's divorced. And the last thing that Tia Mowry confessed publicly after going on a tour, which seemed like a tour where she's shaming her husband or just really putting their business out there. He hasn't done any tours. I haven't seen him on talk shows talking about his marriage, talking about his wife, exposing her. Right? Maybe I missed him. I don't know. Send him my way. But she's definitely been on some type of a tour, acting like she's okay, pretending like everything's fine. And we all know she's made the biggest mistake of her life. So Tia Mowry says, "I know love will find me again." That to me sounds like somebody who's lonely. That sounds like depression is setting in. Listen, nothing I wish on anybody. Nothing I wish on anybody. But again, I think it's important that certain modern women's lifestyles get highlighted so that number one, first most important thing is this is a men's channel, so men could recognize the patterns, the attitude, the thought process of the type of woman who will F you over in this life if you do decide to marry. This is the type of woman to avoid. They need to know the red flags. They need to know how these women think, how they talk, how they look like. Everything down to the length of the nails, the hair. It's all important. And Tia Mowry is a good case study because she's just been absurd with her approach to her whole divorce. Apart from like exposing her personal life, she also claimed that she didn't fail when it came to divorce. She simply graduated.
No, I'll have a tea actually.
So that's like some black belt level expert in avoiding accountability and keeping it real right there. Changing the definitions. No, we didn't fail. I simply graduated with honors. Right? She thinks she did good. Graduation is crazy. That choice of words is nuts. Listen, man, as always, this post is brought to you by the Coffee Pod Official. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. I want to check out a few of these comments. Let's see what the people have to say. First comment here comes from a gentleman, and he says, "Everyone shouldn't be taken seriously, ... She knows damn well it's over." Another person added to the conversation and said, "Just be with women, Tia. Don't ruin another man, please, because one day you will wake up not happy." This is very true. Any woman out there who doesn't understand that happiness is not the goal in life. If your goal in life is to be happy, you're going to have a miserable time in this life because a lot of this life is filled with discomfort, suffering. And everything good comes from a large periods of hard work and suffering. And, you know, it's not easy. And to most women who base the success of their marriage on happiness, those moments where they're unhappy, what do? They graduate, right? They pass the class. And they decide when they graduate, by the way. They are the teachers teaching themselves, teaching each other, the blind leading the blind. Another man here says, "I thought she graduated." Yes, she did. Laughing emojis. Another person here said, "Women always think love is supposed to find them, like they ain't supposed to put in a little work to get the man they want." 14 plus likes. This is very true. Another man here responding back to that comment says, "It's the Disney princess mentality." Next comment here from another person says, "Love will find her again, 100%. He says, "It walks on all fours and has a nice hair coat on its body." It's hilarious. "Just gotta feed them and take them out once/twice a day." Of course, he's talking about a dog, right? Another man here says, "Who goes back to get a GED after their master's? Stop. Love won't find you because love's not looking." Another gentleman here says, "She doesn't deserve it. However, some simp will fall for it." Yeah, simp will probably fall for it. But I'll tell you what, guys, even though a woman like Tia Mowry can get remarried. What she can't do is get married to the man who she should have otherwise picked or stayed with. Ideally, her ex-husband, right? That man who she could have, still wants, should have stayed with, got in her sexual market peak. She would never have that man. If she does get married, she'll always feel like she's settled, even though she's not settling. But because of women's hypergamy and their delusion, the guys who these women usually go after, and why some of them never actually settle down, is they get played by the guys who are way out of their league. They're competing with the younger version of themselves, and those guys never actually wife them. Now, they don't get it twisted. They will take those cheeks. Yeah, they'll take those cheeks. Fast, not slow. Another comment here says, I pray she doesn't, because she graduated and ruined her marriage for no reason whatsoever. No man of value that's not a simp won't willingly marry her because she's not loyal at all. Yeah. And sometimes, man, a lot of guys out here are unaware. They're just unaware, man. They don't understand how this thing works. They don't understand how women work. Final comment here says, I thought she graduated. Listen, we all thought she graduated. We all thought the same thing. But I'm curious, guys, how do you guys think this story will play out? Do you think that Tia Mowry will get remarried anytime soon or fall in love? I think she would date. I don't see a marriage happening. I mean, we'll wait and see. But what do you guys think? Comment down below. And if it does happen, we know the divorce is just around the corner, because that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes when you're a modern woman today, living in the clouds. You will drink coffee. As always, man, I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pot. Till next time, man, I'm out. Peace.